Hey guys, it's Cody and welcome back to another new video. Now this video, okay, I bet this is the first time you guys see my video without my face on it, but this is more of a video that I mentioned to you guys about like my project graphic novel that I wanted to make long time ago is about. So, well, this is not really a let's draw, but I'm just like talking about it while I draw what my protagonists really look like. So, let me explain what's going on. Now, first thing first, this story that I wanted to make is called Nightmare's Repayment, where what it's about is this story revolves around bullying, you know, like class bullying or like getting beaten up. Well, you get the point. But this story is like about like, you know, every time. Ooh, crap! I made a mistake. Oh well. Every time, you know, when somebody is getting bullied, you like you want to like get a payback to that person who bullied you, but you know that there is nothing really you can do about. So what you can only do is you can only like let someone at least a bit more stronger, or just like you know, call the police, or like tell a teacher, parents, and whatnot. So, and you know, when you think like the bully situation's like under control, but you kind of have that feeling that you want to like do the things, but you know, you can't really, because you know, it's like you're pretty too weak. I mean, I get that point too, but so in this story, because of what's going on with like bully situation, and even if like bullies like being taught a lesson, it's like they're still gonna continue. This story isn't really like about like any like second personality wise. It's more like what is it? Kind of a clone? One of those like, I don't know, it's like one of those like story that revolves around like clones. Well, not really. I guess you could call these type of like story called doppelgangers. Where I bet if you guys want to know what doppelganger, well, actually, I guess it's one of those things that's like the one more of you. But I don't know. I heard some people never heard of that word. In this story, like because of how much you just have a grudge against, and you just have like too much anger stored inside your body, it's like the anger inside of your mind just can't really stand it anymore, where suddenly like your anger just like sorry about that, guys. I had like some unknown number called me, and had it to I tried, like I thought I pressed the play button to continue on, but I accidentally didn't. But I have to kind of wait till the ink kind of gets dried up anyway, so I'm sorry if you guys didn't saw me inking certain parts. But anyway, what I was trying to say is the anger becomes a ghost and kind of like goes to find the person's bully, where once it finds the bully, it turns the bully's dream into a nightmare, where once it becomes a nightmare, the nightmare makes it into more of a torturing act for the bully. That literally your anger tortures the bully, you know what I mean? And the nightmare actually kind of like makes the anger actually like, well, not, the nightmare makes the bully actually like feel the pain of the torture, where like the person like wakes up, thinks it's it's just a dream and all. And because they think it's just a dream, they would like suddenly go back to sleep. And when they think suddenly like if they go back to sleep and like it allows them to like see another different dream, no, the nightmare returns. Basically, this story revolves around like a never-ending nightmare. You know what I mean? Like a nightmare that can never like go away. And because it's like a never-ending nightmare, like the bully is gonna get like tortured even more worse. So there is a way to stop it, where the bully, simple way is the bully has to find an actual person to like apologize, because apologizing to the anger isn't really gonna work out well, where you have to actually apologize and like try to like regret everything. But then because of them getting humiliated, it's like instead of apologizing, that's just, instead they think like instead of that, they rather want to kill the person they have bullied. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention this. It doesn't have to be just like bullies. It could be other kind of cruel people, you know, like domesticated. No, wait. I said the wrong way. Domestic violence, like people who do that, or people who cheats on you, or like, well, you get the point. But anyway, back to what I was just saying. They would rather kill the person, thinking that's actually more like simple, but it's not. It is not simple. Like, once suddenly they kill the person, they all think like something like, yay, now we're free. But no, it actually like makes the nightmare worse, where it worsened the nightmare by making the anger become way more powerful, because the anger actually takes over the actual real person's like spirit, where because it makes the bully like get insane even more, it forces them to suddenly just like go kill themselves. Like, that's kind of like the more tragic way that they all rather think. It's like one of those things where, like, you know, when people think, it's like one of those, like, mobs, people think it's all, like, that should be the better way to do certain things, but it's like, it's actually the wrong way. You know what I mean? But there is another way to actually stop the nightmare, is for, like, the actual real person to, like, to actually meet the anger and try to, like, persuade to stop, where that is a little in the harder side, where the anger will suddenly, like, try to, like, persuade you too, where it's like, why do you want to stop? It's like, you know, like, suddenly it's like, these people, like humiliated you, so what's the point of stopping this? You know what I mean? Because, well, the whole point of the story is, like, you know, you're supposed to be letting things go, you know? Like, it's like, do you have to keep on, like, making this, like, having, like, a major tragic story, like, making you remember all those? So if you, like, accidentally, like, accepted your anger, basically you're just literally full of, like, grudge and hatred. And it's just, you're literally not letting it go. But if you actually successfully, like, stop your anger, that's when suddenly the anger will decide to stop the whole, like, grudge, and decide to just, like, go back into your body, just like one of those, like, two personalities, or the evil one suddenly, like, disappear for some reason, if you know what I mean by that part. But and that's how you can stop the anger. But yeah, that's how the story actually goes. I do pretty much think that I might need to a little bit, like, think of a bit more, but I don't know. I actually do like one of those, like, stories that revolves around, like, another, like, character suddenly appear, like a kind of an imposter character and all. But I don't know, it's like, I understand those are, like, in the cliche side, like, which I think the first time I've heard of that kind of, like, story was, like, maybe Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube, which it was, like, talking about, like, a fake Mario character. But Well, this one's not really a fake character, but it's like a kind of a character that like revolves around like doing some of the grudges against you. But no, not really. Like it's literally this like the other character, the supposedly like a imposter like character does like the grudge for you. Whoops. Apparently, I guess there was a ink that haven't been dried up yet. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I did thought about redoing this picture, but it's just too much work. So I think I'm just gonna be continuing on since this is how much I actually went through. So anyway, what was I talking about anyway? But yeah, what I mentioned earlier is about like the other character does most of the grudges for you, you know? So, yeah, always like those kind of like stories where it shows things like that. Now, if you guys want to know why there's like this part is colored and not this part, well, actually this part will be colored only for certain parts, where this is supposed to be, this half is supposed to be the anger half, while this is the actual half. You know what I mean? Just to show a little bit of what's the difference. What's the difference? Well, like I said, the anger is supposed to be a ghost, but maybe just so he could be a little more special, his anger tears blood out, where the blood, basically like one of those like scary parts where like the blood that's like kind of like drips out, because you know it's like literally like it's like basically he's like crying and all, but yeah, that should be good enough. Basically it's like kind of like supposedly like the whole like suffer he has to go through, and it's like the whole tearing blood out. Now this protagonist here that I'm drawing, it kinda like, I actually decided to base this protagonist on me, because I mean I had to go through certain things back in school. Now certain parts could be a bit fake though, but there are parts that could be a bit in the fact side, like the way how I got bullied and all that. Like some of them are gonna be a fact, but some parts are gonna be fake, because I don't know, I just don't feel like showing too much that's real. But that's pretty much how I thought about this story. I don't know what kind of a genre this story should go out as, because I mean I don't think there's any like science fiction. I mean there could be a bit of some mystery going on here, but I don't know, I may end up needing to work on it. Did I mess up again? Oh well, whatever. But still, I think I do need to work on like how that should go out well, yeah, right? But I did hear that it's a bit interesting to like make a story that is a little bit based on you at some point. So that's what I made this story for. And don't worry, it's like this story I did not plagiarize it. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I swear, because like I said, I do like stories that revolves around like something like an imposter character, but it's like instead of an imposter character, it's like, what if there's like another you? I mean, there was type of a video game that was showing like that, but that was literally your true self. While this one is about like literally about your anger, like a second personality. Well, I just don't like those like second personality stories. Like it's like I've seen so much like series that actually shows those kind of stuff, and I didn't really like it much, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know how I should like progress this story a little bit more. But once this story is like finished, I would publish it. I just don't know how I'm able to publish it, because I did thought like maybe like self-publishing and all, but it's like that's quite hard self-publishing. So, like, maybe, like, once the first book is done and suddenly became, like, a good sell, I could always, like, think of a second story. I mean, no, not second story, the second book of it. I don't know how things should go. It's like, I mean, making, like, these type of, like books, like mangas or like graphic novels, whatever you guys would like to call it, is not easy. It is really hard work, and like I said, I did mention that like there's so much things I have to do and all, so it's like literally I just don't have much time to like try to like get things. And I feel like when I like look at some other pages, I feel like I may have like screwed up certain parts and like needs to like redo them, which that is actually one of the problems I have to go through. So yeah, pretty much that is all I have to go through. But like I said, I'm hoping I'm able to like try to like finish this like this project, hopefully, because I mean I do have some of the things you need for it, and it is hard. It takes like I don't know how many months it's gonna take just for this kind of like story, but still it's hard. But anyway, pretty much this is how I thought of the protagonist. Okay, I understand that part of the mouth is bothering, but oh well. But anyway, like I said, this is what the protagonist looks like. Okay, just because the hair look doesn't really mean it's that one character from My Hero Academia, or it's supposed to be based on a Pokeball. No, guys, it's not like how it goes like that way. I just thought about like a red hair for like something kind of unique for a protagonist. I did thought about blue, but I feel blue has been taken so much these days, so I decided to go for red. But anyway, this is pretty much the end of the story. Thank you guys for like listening to how the story is pretty much supposed to be going out as. But like I said, hopefully I would like to try to finish it and just like try to like make this into a graphic novel the best I could. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more. See ya.